Thank you and good morning, everyone. We're delighted to have you with us for this press conference. I'm Derek Miller, President and CEO of the Salt Lake Chamber. Thank you again for joining us today. The Salt Lake Chamber is pleased to have you with us to help kick off the 13th annual Clear the Air Challenge. We do this in partnership every year with TravelWise and the Utah Clean Air Partnership. It's great to have their support and the support of so many different organizations and individuals in the Valley. We recognize that when it comes to air quality, there are very few things that are as important as this issue. And every year as the challenge begins, I personally reassess my own situation. I think to myself, what am I contributing to the current state of our air quality? What am I doing to mitigate the footprint that I have? And what else can I do to make it even better? These are very simple questions to ask, but they don't always have the easiest answers. And just as each of us contributes to emissions that lead to poor air quality, each of us also has an opportunity and a responsibility to make it better. And that responsibility starts with asking those questions. By choosing to actively assess ourselves, educate ourselves, and reduce our impact, we collectively can improve our air quality. The Clear the Air Challenge is one way that we do that. It's a month-long competition. It's designed to encourage Utahns to reduce their vehicle emissions by utilizing TravelWise strategies and choosing alternative modes of transportation. These can be enjoyable. They can even be creative, like carpooling and ride sharing, using public transit, even riding a bike or taking a walk on a beautiful day like today. These are not big or difficult things to do, but yet they have a remarkable impact. In fact, since the challenge started in 2009, participants have eliminated over 1.3 million trips. They have saved over 19 million miles and reduced emissions by more than 6,000 tons. All of this proving that when we work together, there is much that can be accomplished. We recognize that there are no perfect answers to keeping our air clean, but there are practical solutions and ways that each one of us can help. This year, our goal is to reduce 375 tons of CO2, eliminate over 100,000 trips, and save 2 million miles of traveling. We believe this is obtainable if we work together, and we encourage everyone to participate in this year's challenge to see what our individual and our collective efforts can achieve. I encourage everyone and every business to sign up and get involved. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, visit Clear the Air Challenge website at cleartheairchallenge.org. Enter your information, create an account. Number 2, challenge your friends, your co-workers, your family members to join you as a team in this fun event. As a business owner, this is a simple way to get your employees involved by sending out a fact sheet, inviting them and explaining to them what the challenge is and inviting them to participate. And number 3, lastly, track your trips and the emissions that you save throughout this month of July. And for the good work that you do, not only do you help clear the air, but you also get great bragging rights, and you can see the amazing trophies that the winners will receive. By following these simple steps, collectively we work together to clean our air. We also want to formally thank the Clear the Air Challenge partners of TravelWise and UCAIR for their support and continued assistance with this program. So grateful to be joined with some important leaders in our community to hear from them on this important topic. We will hear first from Mayor Jenny Wilson of Salt Lake County, then Kim Frost, the Executive Director of UCAIR, and then from Carlton Christensen, the Chair of the Board of Trustees for the Utah Transit Authority. Mayor?
Thank you, Derek. I am so excited to join again this year and have Salt Lake County represented in this journey. And you know, I think about the beautiful valley that we live in. Even in this urban environment, you can see the mountains, the Oakers, the Wasatch Range, the foothills north of us. On a clear day, you can see all the way to the south. We know that several times of the year, things aren't so good here. It's our geography, it's our large population, it's the growth that we've had. And I want to compliment many leaders and many organizations for doing their part over the years. We've seen Clean Air Act at the federal level, and that's clearly had an impact. We've seen industry make change. I've looked at photographs from our early days here in Utah, and you can see smokestacks throughout the valley that we have long since replaced with different types of energy and managing energy in a different way. We're an energy consuming society, and we have to continue to reform. So when companies do the right thing, and when the federal government asks them to do the right thing, it takes care of much of the problem. But nonetheless, we know that there is no magic wand, silver bullet. Regulation and corporate investment is not enough. State leadership isn't enough. County leadership isn't enough. And let me, for a second, share what we are doing at Salt Lake County. We have worked with UTA to place monitors on electric buses so that we're getting a better data footprint throughout the valley that we can use for future decision making, and that program is up and running. Really thankful to Michael Shea and my staff and UTA and other leaders for making that happen. Salt Lake County is now Tier 2 or Tier 3 fuel only. It's a big change that we made, I think 6 to 9 months ago, where our fleet is only using Tier 3 fuel. That's a change you all can make today as part of this challenge. Gas up at stations that are using the Tier 3 technology. Cleaner cars result as one of the, in cleaner air, given cars are so utilized in our valley and are a key source pollution, or key source for pollution. One simple thing you can do. We continue through our environmental division at Salt Lake County to invest further, and we're looking at the federal infrastructure law right now to find further opportunities. We're also providing support to communities beyond our own Salt Lake County role to help them come up with action plans that will help clean up our air. I'm so grateful for the cooperative spirit that we have in Utah around these issues, the great partnership with UTA, the state, the chamber, and others on this initiative. I'm looking at the Dell as a leader last year, Fidelity, University of Utah, the Department of Environmental Quality's own employees practice what they preached. And I look forward to having Salt Lake County receive this beautiful trophy in the near future. And I appreciate everyone's efforts. So let's do it. Let's modify our own systems and ways to reduce. One quick story, and then I will turn it over. But I decided I guess it's been 2 years, to take public transportation exclusively for a week. And I enjoyed it. I got more steps in. I was able to move from my home relatively easily. I remember taking the bus out to Draper easily, very pleasant, got some work done on the bus ride. I'll be honest, I cheated once, and that was getting my son home from a Jazz game after hours. Used my vehicle just because I didn't have a choice. But I think if we were all to modify, knowing that there are those occasions where you need to pull up the truck and pack it up and go camping, but on other days grab tracks, we will, that alone, understanding we are a large area, 700 square miles in this valley, sometimes you just need to get in that vehicle, but there are many times you don't. Making good choices and being deliberate will make that change. So thank you very much, and Salt Lake County is thrilled to participate in this great initiative.
All right, thank you for having me today. As Derek mentioned, I'm Kim Frost. I'm the Executive Director for UCAIR, which is the Utah Clean Air Partnership. UCAIR is incredibly proud to partner with the Chamber as well as TravelWise to present the Clear the Air Challenge. The challenge is important for many reasons that have been discussed by my colleagues, but one thing we are incredibly interested in at UCAIR is what motivates people to change their behavior. The Clear the Air Challenge helps businesses and individuals understand how much of an effect that their actions can have in helping to clear our air. When individuals feel like their actions are effective, they're much more likely to change their behaviors, not only during the Clear the Air Challenge, but also year-round. In past years, we've held the challenge during the winter when we experience wintertime inversion. However, this year we felt like it was really important to hold the challenge in July when we start to experience some of our worst summertime air quality issues. Here in Utah, summertime ozone is just as harmful as inversion. However, because it just isn't as visible, the public aren't always as aware of it. Ozone is an unhealthy haze in our air that forms when chemical emissions react to sunlight and heat. Ozone poses a health risk just as the wintertime inversion does, particularly impacting young children, elderly, and people with pre-existing conditions. Some of our colleagues at the University of Utah have described it as a sunburn on your lungs. Reducing single-occupant trips in summer helps reduce emissions and promotes cleaner, healthier air in Utah. The Clear the Air Challenge is a great way to kick off the UCAIR Summertime Ozone Education Program, and we're grateful to the Chamber for supporting this important effort to reduce the emissions that cause ozone. One of the lessons that came out of the pandemic is that teleworking is even more accessible than we thought it was. At UCAIR, I've implemented a telework policy on poor air quality days, and this is one of the strategies that we will be using to help earn points and participate in the program. There are so many ways to participate in the challenge. I encourage businesses and individuals to be an example for your families, your friends, and your communities. As we say at UCAIR, we all live to breathe, so do your part for Utah's air. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of UTA and my colleagues on the Board of Trustees and our Executive Director, Jay Fox, and our employees, most importantly, we're excited to announce UTA's participation in the 2022 Clear the Air Challenge. We're proud to stand with our partners from Salt Lake Chamber, UCAIR, and Salt Lake County and others to kick off this important initiative. Your commitment to our health and the quality of life is helping to improve air quality and reduce congestion on our roads and highways. A huge part of clearing the air comes down to our travel and those choices. UTA provides clean, efficient travel options across the Wasatch Front, from Ogden to Salt Lake City, from Box Elder to Utah County, and all areas in between. You and I can reduce emissions and clear the air every time we replace a single occupant car trip with walking, biking, or riding on the UTA system. Transit is a powerful solution to air pollution. For example, one average commuter trip in a single occupant vehicle produces more than 53 times the emissions of a commuter who bikes to a track station and uses public transit. The emission savings from riding UTA are substantial. In 2021, those who chose UTA instead of driving a car produced a net savings of 258 tons of criteria pollutants across the Wasatch Front. And UTA's newer and cleaner buses, it only takes 1.26 passengers to offset the emissions of that bus. Our current bus fleet mix includes diesel, electric hybrid, compressed natural gas, diesel, and clean diesel buses. We're replacing our older buses with newer and clean diesel and CNG hybrid and all electric buses, and in the process have reduced fleet nitrous oxide emissions by 86% since 2007. During the same period, we've reduced particulate matter by more than 80%. The Clear the Air Challenge is a great opportunity for everyone to learn more about UTA, riding the bus, the train, or UTA On Demand to help improve our air quality. On behalf of UTA, we're excited to be part of the 2022 Clear the Air Challenge. Thank you very much.
Carlton and to Kim and to Mayor Wilson. Let me just make a couple final points. For those of you who are confused, this is rain when moisture falls to the air. We need every drop we can get, and we prayed for it, so we hope we get more. Let me also, in conclusion, point out that although we do the Clear the Air Challenge just 1 month a year, we hope that it is an opportunity for all of us to learn new habits and to learn new ways that we can help do our part to make our air clean. And that it gives us an opportunity to think about our individual behavior and what we can do to help the air quality. So once again, we invite everyone to join us. Sign up at cleartheairchallenge.org. Log your trips and see the impact in real time that you can have on our air quality. Every little bit helps. Small changes make a difference. I encourage you and myself, each one of us, to challenge ourselves, challenge our colleagues, challenge our friends and our family members so that each one of us can do our part. And by taking the challenge, we not only improve our air quality, but we strengthen our community and the quality of life for all of us for years to come. Thanks again for being here this morning.